Hello everybody, my name is Harhi, and today we are going to try out a little game that I've been looking into called Disco Elysium. Now I'm going to quickly just go into settings real quick because this is in full screen even though it says it's in full screen. Perfect, alright. Let's just go ahead and get right into it. Now, from my understanding of what this game is, it's another detective style game that came out technically last year around October. And it's very similar to like a pen and paper RPG where you customize like your stats here. Or a better like example as far as video games go, it's kind of like Fallout. You create your character, go out into the open world, and I guess roam around, do whatever missions you feel like. Let's see. So top we have intellect, which is raw brain power, how smart you are. We have psyche, which is sensitivity, how emotionally intelligent you are. Physique, your musculature, how strong you are. And motorotics, your senses, how agile you are. Alright, this is interesting. What do I want these to be? Actually, you know what? Putting at 3, 2, 3, and 4 isn't too bad, but I don't know. So if I take down this to a 3, I think I'd rather have my physiques at a good as a 4. Yeah, I think that sounds good. But anyways, as I was saying, this game is a detective game, so it's very dialogue driven. Most of this game is dialogue, in fact. When it's not, it's pretty much just walking around. And look, it's like we get to pick our signature stat. We'll gain a +1 bonus. Additionally, the learning cap for every skill of the same type will be raised +1. So I've already taken a peek at what each one of these different skills is, and I think I want to go with... See, this is a pretty good one to have, but so is visual calculus from the looks of it. And by the way, there seems to be like, I don't know if it is French exactly. I don't know many other languages except English, but it looks like French. If I don't even think I can pronounce it, I'm not going to try. Simple. That's as simple as it gets. So let's go ahead and this one's a pretty good one. This has to kind of do with moving around, if you will. So it's a pretty good skill to have. Okay, there we go. The Furies are at home in the mirror. It is their address. Even the clearest water, if deep enough, can drown. Let us begin. There's nothing, only warm primordial blackness. Your conscience ferments in it, no larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore. Ever. Never ever. Alright, my first option. Never ever ever? Or I can simply keep on non-existing? I don't know. I need to make sure if that ever exists. Never ever ever ever, baby. Okay. I'll just keep on non-existing. An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it. Yeah, I mean, ex-wives, I'm not really experienced with those, but I'm sure that that's a good thing. Yes, it is. Alright. Give me some more, I suppose. You got it, sweet brother. Nothing upon nothing upon nothing. I like nothing. How about you cough up some more than sweet oblivion? Yeah, maybe a little something more would be nice. Coming right up, sir. Smooth passage. Let's go. I want to get off now. I like pain and burning light and wanting things from people who don't want to give them to me. I don't know. Let's just keep going. Alright, Nothing Town to fuck all borough. A return trip to the silence. Let's visit the ancient Zero home. Look, there's I am tired of being this type of animal and who gives a shit. Let's visit the ancient Zero home. Great choice, Elder One. It has always been like this, and it always will. Don't stop, keep singing. Sing me the song of death. Wait, no, I need to belittle myself instead. Okay. Do you really? Don't be naive, of course not. I want to sail the inky blackness until forever ends. Yeah, I don't know about inky blackness. That's usually a bad thing, so let me off. You wouldn't like it if I told you what's back there. Why do you think you had to bludgeon yourself into oblivion? Or did you not sense yourself marinating? Poured so much over yourself. Got a bit carried away, did we, Chef? Alright, so what I do know about a lot of the choices you make in this game happen internally. So, I don't know if you noticed, back when we were choosing our signature skill, Inland Empire was one of those very skills. Our skills and parts of our brain, as you can see, our ancient reptilian brain and limbic system, they more or less talk to us and we talk back. And you'll see it more when we get into the actual game. Fear and apprehension. You should ask what's out there first. Wait, I did this to myself. Tell me what's waiting for me. I don't care. I'm an idiot. A brave idiot. Somewhere in the sore, bloated man-meat around you. A sensation. Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert, hurting, longing, dancing to disco music. Mother help me, there's a head attached to my neck and I'm in it. Please no, I changed my mind. Take me back to the formless, disembodied nothing. I'm a head and I'm attached to my neck. Oh, yeah. The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache. Help someone, cut my head off. It's trying to murder the rest of me. Who am I? What sort of creature does this to their own mouth? A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound. A clarion call from hell. And there we are. That's a horrific sound indeed. Oh my god. And there we are. We are this guy, the detective something or another. We don't see our face. Oh, but we do have 4 health and 2 morale. Wonderful. Let's go ahead and click this. This magnum-sized bottle of Commodore Red is empty. What about over here? Looks like someone tore out the tape while the song was playing. Probably me, if I had to guess. This reel-to-reel tape player is still on, rolling empty. Hold tab to highlight. Wonderful, so that highlights all the different things we can click on. Oh, here's an empty cassette tape in there. Wonderful. Let me go grab my shoe over here. Normally you don't put shoes around on those kind of things, but whatever. Let's put some pants on too while we're at it. Because, you know, kind of important to wear those. Meet YouTube's terms of service. You hear a jingle. Keys are clinging in the pocket of your flare-cut pants. Fish them out. So yeah, basically, this is perception talking, but it's also in different forms. So this is sight saying. It says whirling in rags on the aluminum key ring. This is a single key on the ring. Or I mean, there is. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door. Wonderful. Alright, let's check out this broken window. The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. Look out. The morning light hurts your eyes. It's hazy, but you see the ocean and some war-torn buildings. Visual calculus, easy 9. Assess the damages. Alright, and this is where it also starts to feel like a pen and paper RPG. All the actions you do in this game our skill checks, such as that one that we just did. As you saw, we fail, and that's because we failed the dice roll. But not to worry, because this was known as a white check, which means once I level up and put a skill point into visual calculus, I can come back in here and try that again. So what do you mean assess the damage? How would you do that? What are you even trying to do? Is what I said. Alright, let me go over here. Grab my jacket from the looks of it. Blazer. Disco ass blazer. Let me grab this as well while I'm in here before I move into that other room. This fan has 2 chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades. So I could try and reach for the tie right now, but so depending on one of the option or multiple options that you choose, they can affect how your actions go. So pull on the fan. That's going to bring the fan to a halt. It should be easy to grab the necktie. See, I gain +3 to the fan by turning it off. And now I have a high 92% chance of success. Very nice. You swoop up and catch a tie. Snap, it's released from the blade. What you have in your hand is truly hideous necktie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose, not loose. Now I could pull on the light bulb, but from what I gathered so far is that I am hungover, the way I'm gripping my head and the obviously many bottles spewed across this room. I have a hangover and the light won't feel great about that. Well, it won't help to keep it simple. You see bottles in the bathtub. Yeah, even more. Looks like my shirt is over here. Go ahead and grab that. Nice. There's also a mirror here. Wonderful. Mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off. Hot water sprays from the base and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man. Suddenly you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor. Really, nothing. Really, all recollection of the person you are, the people in your life, and even the world you're in has drowned in a sea of blood alcohol. This was no mere night of drinking, it was a deluge of world-ending proportions. Let's go ahead and wipe the mirror and get a good look at ourselves. As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror, abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you will see there, and you will never unbecome it. I don't care, still wipe it. Maybe I should touch it first and make sure there's nothing wrong with my face. I don't care, let's just go ahead and get this over with. Behold. You have no idea who this thing is, do you? Dear Lord, help me, what is this? Of course I do. Is it some kind of superstar? I think I'm a superstar. This is the face of a late-stage alcoholic. Well, given how many bottles there were. I don't think I'm in a hangover movie, so yeah, I think I'm a late-stage alcoholic. Too late. You clearly have rigor mortis on your face, or wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why? I'm not making it, the face is making itself. I have no idea why it's there, it just is. Please stop, it's horrible, you're scaring yourself. Okay, try to stop. No, keep making the face. Well, there's no harm in smiling, even if it hurts. You can't, can you? It's like you're not even voluntary. It's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face, and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey? Superstardom? I don't know. It's indescribable. I think it's supposed to look suggestive. I'm afraid it's meant for the ladies. I'm insinuating that I'm vaguely sympathetic. I think I'm sort of pulling it off too in a sad has-been kind of way. There is some charm to it. It's an expression of pain. Yeah, he looks pretty fucking sad if you ask me. You are correct. Well, there we go. So now I got some more checks here. So, Encyclopedia, Formidable 13. Dig deep in your mind to locate the source of the expression. Let's go ahead and give that a try. I failed that one. Wonderful. Electrochemistry. Attempt to stop the expression from happening. Also failed. Wonderful, wonderful. When I upgrade these, I'll make sure to come back and get some XP out of those at least. Wonderful. Alright. Got it. Terrible headache. Let's go ahead. I'm still missing a shoe, unfortunately. But I do kind of have a good idea of where it is. If there's a big old broken window over here. How far can I go down? Can I even really see out there? I can't. Okay. Yeah, I have a good idea of where it might be. Come on, out the door. Jesus. Wonderful. Alright. So, I've been told, yep, the scroll wheel is to zoom out. I can't click and drag, unfortunately, but I can walk. And I can look around that way. Oh, what is this? There's something on the table. Well, no shit. Go touch it. Money. Awesome. I got 40 real. Let's go out here first. Wonderful, wonderful. The smell of the sea makes you dizzy. Ah, would you look at that? It's a shoe. A gust of briny wind washes over you. You mean my shoe? Wonderful. Secret task complete. Find your other shoe. Gained experience plus 10. There they both are, two identical shoes, both copious green and indiscriminately snake skin, reunited on your feet. Like two baby crocodiles. How do they fit? Good. They're balanced, comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told. Okay. There's a woman over here. Let's go have a nice little chat with her. The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips. Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28. Officer, am I military personnel? Turn your bloated face away from her beauty and just keep on walking. I'll ask her what she means by officer. No. She seems perplexed by your question. Wait, I know. I'm a business chief executive officer, right? Then why did you call me officer? Because you're a police officer, sir. She pulls on her cigarette. Are you sure? You're shitting me. Goddamn right I'm a policeman, and you don't forget it. I am, yes, unless you've been feeding us a set of very well-rehearsed lies all this time. She takes another drag. So I guess that implies that I'm most definitely a police detective. All this time? You've been here for 3 days on official police business, no less. And what business is that? I couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking. Why don't I remember being a cop or anything else? Who in their right mind would let me be an officer of the law? Try the expression on her. Let her know you want her physically. Oh. I don't want to stand around talking to her too much. She doesn't seem important. Of course, she puts out her cigarette. Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here. Something stirs in you as she's about to go. Call it an instinct, call it a need, the need to ask questions. It's like you said the words a million times before. She looks back at you, a little glinting off her eyes. What if I don't want to ask questions? Before you go, I have some questions for you. Yes? What is it that they have against the police here? What exactly is here? Where am I? Tell me what year it is. Your room is almost next to mine. Did you hear anything last night? There was there was the usual ruckus, she shrugs. Loud disco music. Did I have any visitors? I couldn't say. It's impossible to hear people speaking from over here. She nods towards room number 3. Loud disco music. Oh yes, various artists, on ostentatious orchestrations, prime among them. She raises an eyebrow, waiting for the name to connect with you. Ooh, we're huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course, like 7. Life gets hard, she sings, but we go on. Yeah, we go on all right. It mostly just gets hard, doesn't it? Yeah, we go on. I don't know about that. At around 2 o'clock, the disco stopped and there was a change of pace. What happened? A slow, sad song started playing like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of the time you were yelling along to it. Was I singing this? Show her the empty case of the smallest church in Saint Sayans. Experience. Yes, there was a church in there, a really small church, like the smallest, saddest church in the whole world. It was about that. And also, what else? That it doesn't matter anymore and that we are all alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a wounded boar, sir. It was hard to understand what you were singing on top of it. I'm sorry. When you say wounded, do you mean that it was in a cool way, like a wild beast? Then what happened? I've heard enough. I'll apologize. Don't be. I was going out later anyway. It didn't bother me. Then what happened? Then you started screaming and trashing the place. Are you sure I wasn't being assaulted? That's so me. What did I do? You're making this up. I would never behave like that. I'm assuming I'm doing it. A window was smashed, a tape player probably. The song stopped, and furniture too. A real destructathon. Destructathon? Yeah. There was screaming, then I think you passed out. Was there anything else? Please tell me there wasn't anything else. It frightens me to hear this. Tell me there was more. I've heard enough. Please tell me there wasn't anything else. There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I may have misheard, but it was sort of more memorable. I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then, around 4 or 5, she nods, and that was it. What is that they have against the police? Okay, now we're back into the original string of questions. Tell me what year it is. It's 51. Well, what century? The current century, and that's what? What number? Centuries don't have numbers, they have names, and this is the current one. How many centuries have there been, then? Civilization has existed for 8,000 years, sir, she grins. So, that's 8,051? I'm assuming? Okay. What's so funny? You're right. Her expression turned serious. There is nothing funny about civilization. Alrighty. Where exactly is here? Where am I? You're in a hotel, sir. No, where are we? Where in the world? We are in Ravichol. Ravichol? Ravichol. Ravichol is the disgraced former capital of the world, divided into zones of control under foreign occupation half a century after a failed world revolution. She is central to our moment in time. Alright. Should that mean something to me? Ravichol forever. How about you tell me something else instead? Should that mean something to me? You sure look like you're from Ravichol. Ravichol parties. Okay. What is it that they have against the police here, if you don't mind me asking? The dock workers are pretty cocky. They think they're police enough. At least here on the coast, I can't say about the rest of the city. Alright, okay, you can go now. Glad to have been of assistance. Wonderful. Alright, and looks like we got some more looking around to do. The calendar says it's March, the year is 51. So it's literally just 51, not like 1951 or whatever. Apparently this is 8,000 though. Looks like she left a nice long stub in the ashtray. It's still smoking. You should pick that fat, juicy cigarette butt from the tray, light it up, and smoke the living shit out of it. The what now? The living shit. Your mesolimbic reward pathway does not mince words. It wants smokes. Am I a smoker? Who knows what you are? A monster? A murderer? The gnome of Jeroma? You feel like a smoker, especially when you look at that juicy, succulent, seductive cigarette stub, still smoldering deliciously. But she broke it at the filter. I can't smoke that. How very astute of you. This renders it ineffectual. You should look for a whole cigarette, or better yet, an entire pack. Strike that, a carton. Make sure they're all healthy and able-bodied, then smoke them all. Yes, I should do that. I should enthusiastically do that. I should not do that. I'll make it priority one. I'll think about it. Good. Thinking about yummy cigarettes in your mouth is the next best thing. Make sure you think about juicy sticks of tobacco all the time, though. It doesn't count if it's not all the time. Wonderful. And when you're done thinking about them, graduate to getting them. New task, find smokes and smoke them. Plus, smoking them gives massive bonuses. Oh, is that a fact? Looks like we got a newspaper over here. Looks like I figured out how to run as well. Double tap. This is the weekend edition of the satirical newspaper. This is what I meant about French. Trompe le monde. Nothing on the front page rings a bell. Strange. Anyways, let's go downstairs. Something down here woke me up, so I should have a good look around and see what's going on. Alright, it looked at over at a guy in a orange jacket. Why did I almost say yellow? A guy in an orange jacket. There's plenty of things to click on, though. This is where the lyrics would be. A big old karaoke mic just waiting for someone to sing into it. The speaker is connected to the radio. The music is seasoned with static. You should totally sing karaoke here. The first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know of your vast oceanic soul. My soul is immense. My soul is modest. It's normal-sized. My soul is puny. My soul's cubic content is obscured by the hangover. I'd say that's fair, yeah. Of course, at this point, precise measurements of your soul can only be performed from the outside. It needs to be heard. Through a PA system, oh god. By other people, oh no. Whether they like it or not, ram it up their ears, says your adrenal gland. Violently express yourself. This goes well with the theory I'm developing that I'm a down-on-my-luck superstar person. What should I sing when it comes to it? What should I sing when it comes to it? You should sing that sad, small church song from that tape you found, though it was obvious, or thought it was obvious. Of course, they really could engage my soul with that one. I was thinking maybe I should sing something happy, like from those ostentatious orchestration folks. No, don't sing the happy song, it's stupid. Sing that sad song, it's profound. Alright, I gotta sing karaoke, that's my new task. You would need another copy of the tape first, though. The one upstairs is destroyed. This goes well with my theory that I'm developing, that I'm a down-on-my-luck superstar person. Who is mistakenly identified as a cop for his prominent jawline? Yes, sounds likely. You should probably go on stage and pose for a moment when you're done with this thought. See if it works. Can I Can I actually do that? I can at least go up here. Oh. This feels right. You belong here. Is that a fact? Okay. Looks like I can talk to this guy with a bird, although he seems a bit busy. Let me get off. What is this? Summer door closed for winter. Okay, so it's winter time. I can't get through there. Oh, what's this? I'll take whatever that is. Healing item gained. Okay, I got a healing item. Wonderful. Menu has been wiped clean. Only the word Mondays written on it, so don't have Monday's menu written up yet, but it is Monday morning. This is a water cooler. A large bubble is rising to the surface. Very cool. The soft purr of an electric juicer comes from the kitchen. Someone is working. Door is bolted. A sign says kitchen reserved for personnel until 13. What about this one? A sign reads, mess hall reserved for union members. Door opens at 16. Okay. This royal pinball machine is unplugged. Wonderful. Well, let's go ahead and talk to the guy that was in focus at the beginning of the scene. Kim Kitsuragi, a bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket, is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. Let's shake his hand. Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi. His grip is firm. Lieutenant Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st. You realize he's waiting for your name. I don't really know my name. Conceptualization. Invent a name for yourself. Sure. Oh, I did it. Concentration makes you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange like a forest fire, looming on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your breath. You're 2 steps closer to it, but there are still many to go. It is not yet time. I don't really know my name. Oh, yeah, I don't want to be rude, so I'll just say I don't really know my name. Okay, then he processes the information, then disregards it. Looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday, Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here? You mean that guy? Nod towards the man behind the counter. I totally talked to him. No, I haven't. There must be some kind of misunderstanding. You're taking me for someone else. I mean, the other chick called me a police officer, so it must be me. Have you had time to talk to the manager yet? No, I haven't. Then we should ask him for a rundown of the area. Get me up to speed. I understand the scene is out back, you right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here in full force. Have you mapped out the initial interviews? Yes, the police. I'm aware I'm the policeman. What interviews? I have? Yes, I haven't. I talked to one chick, so sure. Good, but even if you haven't, we'll have time for that after you take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree? Dead body? I don't like dead bodies. Look, man, you know, yeah. No, completely. No? So the body is still in the tree. This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree, where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we're done talking to the owner. I told you I'm not really a police officer. How can you be sure I'm from the police? But I can't remember anything. What were we supposed to do again? Oh, let's get going then. Let's just go ahead and get going. Interview the cafeteria manager and investigate the victim's body. After you, officer. If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge? Wait, shouldn't I have a badge or something? Check your pocket. You mean you don't have a badge? It wasn't on me when I woke up. Pretend you found it. I have my badge. I'm a policeman and I have my badge. It wasn't on me when I woke up. Okay, report your badge missing. You losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I advise you to try to locate it as quickly as possible, but getting the body down should still take precedence. Lieutenant Kim Kisaragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by clicking on him. Wonderful. So he wanted me, one of those tasks that I got, which I could probably look at in here. Yep, no, okay. I have 5 of them. Sing karaoke. I need to get hold of a sad song on tape. Wonderful. Interview the cafeteria manager. Inspect the victim's body and report your badge missing. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Oh, and we apparently have items. Ah, empty cassette tape. Wonderful. So I could probably use that to record a sad song. Well, let's go ahead and talk to this guy. A man in his late 20s with a thin, unimpressive beard noticed you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant. Mr. Garte, right? Kim glances into his little notebook. You run this place. Yes, he responds tersely. Yeah. I'm Kim Kisaragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41, he looks to you, realizing he still doesn't know your name. The harbinger of ruin. What is golden orange like a forest fire, but smells like liquor? I'm kind of in between names right now. Fantastic. It's like when you've left your band, but you haven't decided on a solo artist name yet. Kim is about to say something, let him. Yeah. Right. Now I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us to report the dead body. It was you who placed the call, yes? No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties. Do you have her number? Your task? Who made the call reporting the crime? Okay. As a matter of fact, I do. He looks behind a pile of coasters, finds a slip of paper, and hands it to the lieutenant. You said you just got here. From where? Are you local? What? Of Martinez? No. I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of my many, many cafeterias I manage. But you still know your way around, yes, in case we need directions? Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here, and I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think. I didn't imply that. He turns to you. Detective? Yes? What? Who, me? What? He takes a respectful little step back. It's your turn. Oh, you mean questions? No, I'm good. Pass on the questions. No, I'll ask them. Yes, he means do you have questions for me like a police officer would? A cafeteria manager is clearly agitated again. Where exactly is the body? Who killed him? Why did Sylvie go away? Are you the bartender? No, I actually can't think of a single thing. Where exactly is the body? Behind this building, there's a courtyard. He points to the kitchen behind him. They hoisted him up on a tree then. And how do we get there then? That's easy. See that door there? He points to the west. First you exit through that. Then you, to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franconiergian, cavalry to fit through. Who killed him? Why did Sylvie go away? Why did she leave? She went away because none of your business. Fine. Extra fine. Okay, this guy's a serious prick. Are you the bartender? Come on. No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager. What's the difference? You look like a bartender. I'll ask what's the difference. I have 3 cafeterias I manage. 3. Get over it. He's a real fucking prick. Alright, who killed the guy? I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job. Did you kill him? What, are you crazy? Of course I didn't kill him. Suddenly you tense up. Blood is being pushed to your muscles. You should hound him on this. Hound him hard. The prey drives deep. Did you kill him, Carte? Okay, I'm not going to hound you on this. Did you kill him? No, I didn't. You can tell me, Carte. You killed him, right? I didn't. He turns to the lieutenant. I don't appreciate this. What is this? Why did you have to kill him? Do I have to answer him? He asks Kim. Is this mandatory? The lieutenant stands motionless, expression unreadable. Did he hurt you? Is that why? Did you get some kind of sick kick out of killing him? What are you, an idiot? I told you I haven't killed anyone. Anyone? Have you killed someone else then? He ignores you. That's all. Let's go. Not so fast. He points to you. You owe me 130 real. What's real? I don't owe you shit. Oh, he puffs with indignation. You don't owe me shit. Well, officer, you're right. You don't owe me shit. You owe me money. He turns to you calmly. We do not need to assert ourselves here. We only need the instruction from him. This is the proprietor, remember? No, he called me a faggot. Well, I don't think he did that. Sounded like extortion to me. Alright, calm down. What is this about? I don't know. Sounds like extortion if you ask me. You know I get this all the time. Some hobo comes in here or some backpacking asshole off the boat. The next day when they can't make their fees, they get aggressive. I just never thought I'd be in this shit with a cop. Please just give me the money. What do I owe this place for? What exactly is money? You're under arrest. What do I owe this place for? Let's see. He dramatically turns a page in the ledger. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. Then there's the window you annihilated. The hole in the window was the first thing I saw when I came to work, so don't try to tell me you didn't. That will be 40 real in damages. Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real, actually more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability and order in Ravictual. That's 60 plus 40 plus 30, equaling a total of 130 real, and yes, real is still money. But what exactly is money? You're under arrest. Okay. What is this money that you're talking about? What are you, brain damage? Actually, I might be. Since I woke up, I have trouble remembering even the most basic concept of reality. No, I'm just getting my bearings. Money's what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room, or he peeks into the ledger, or 8 bottles of potent blend and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really. Where can I get money? Why do I need it? Proceed and show him the coins you found. Is this money? Proceed, but don't show him the coins. They're yours. Yeah, I'll hold on to my cash. There's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuragi looks for something in the pocket of his bomber. You're under arrest. What happens now? He turns to the lieutenant. I'm sorry, but he has to pay. I can't let him stay here any longer if he doesn't. If he doesn't have the money by tonight, then he shrugs. Officer, maybe you're better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away. Isn't there somewhere else I can stay around here? I don't have a home. I don't remember where my home is. Fuck this place. I'll take my chances on the street. I'll see what I can do. I'm sorry, I couldn't help more. Creases line his forehead above the spectacles. You should take this up with your station. I have a shortwave radio in my car, okay? We have to get this investigation started now. Pay for damages. Okay. This man wants to say something, then thinks better of it. Good luck. Oh, thought bubble. Encyclopedia. By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank and this place sure isn't. Do I even have one? You've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere. I don't know, near south maybe? Far away, up on Marvel Hill. Far away maybe? In time or space? Both? It doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money. Could I trace the way back somehow? To the exact street, the exact number on a building? I'll live in a dumpster, I don't care, fuck everything, hobo cop. Yeah, I don't think that's the best idea. Thought gain, lonesome long way home. You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear. Wonderful. So we click here. Lonesome long way home. Temporary research bonus. +1 encyclopedia if actual memory returns. Let's rewind. Let's trace your drunken steps back home. Jump across the raised channel bridge southwest of here. Fall over. Get up. Get off the asphalt in 20 minutes. Shuffle your feet through courtyards, scaring little kids. Go under the great raised motor tract, the 881, until you reach Le Domine, Eminent, and North Jamrock. The streets are frozen this time of year, caked with ice. Walk down Main to Perdition. There's a side alley there and your footprints in the mud. Okay, I will go ahead and internalize it. So now that I'm internalizing this thought, I have a bonus, a +1 to my encyclopedia skill. And so the whole total research for this skill is going to take 6 hours and 5 minutes. As for tasks, I gotta pay for damages and call Sylvie using Kim's shortwave radio. Wonderful. It says I have another item. I don't know why. I don't. Okay, so the briefcase just decides to light up when it feels like it. Very cool. I have another thought. Wonderful. A woman's hand wrote yesterday's menu. Today's starts in a man's handwriting. Okay. Well, like he said, let's go outside. Alright, so this is where he told me to go. So let's go ahead and give it a look-see. Perception. You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covered the plaza mosaic. Why am I looking at this? What kind of vehicle drove through here? Hard to say. Your vision has blurred and you are having difficulty concentrating thanks to your relentless hangover. Why am I looking at this? Cop habit. You look at everything. This isn't case related, you think. Oh, is that a fact? Well, let's go ahead and give it a try with visual calculus. Oh, wow, I actually got it. So they started from here, crashed into the fence, reversed this way, and then turned. Alright, the tire tracks were left here by an unknown event that took place some days ago. It's a message written in the language of burnt rubber. Some of the rubber stuck to the tires right in front of the whirling in rags. This is point A. The driver started there, and then accelerated straight into the fence, left a hole big enough for the Nigerian cavalry. According to the cafeteria manager, what happened next? The driver proceeded to back out of the yard, barely stopping before hitting the adjacent building. Before heading south, must have been in a hurry. A car drove through the fence. Is this connected to the case? I think I got it. A car drove through the fence. You are correct. This is a rather motor carriage-friendly city. Is this connected to the case? I'm not sure. There are plenty of traffic accidents waiting to happen in Martinez, with the jam right here on the roundabout. I would keep them separate. You could follow the track south. There seems to be a canal there. See where they went if you find the time. I think I got it. Well, our main mission is to go ahead and check the backyard, which is right over here. There's a kid. Ah. Smells like spoiled meat and curdled dairy. A human being decomposed is. Alright, what's this? Footprints? There are several footprints in the mud left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here. What kind of boots? Heavy workers' boots with reinforced toes and hobnails all over the yard. Isn't this something an industrial worker would wear? Lieutenant, workers' boot tracks. Point to them. Yeah, we'll do that. Noted. The lieutenant takes out his little notebook. Alright, so we can try and get the exact count of each foot. Oh, and we did it. Alright. Maybe more than 12? No. 8 pairs of boots have shuffled back and forth in the mud. Go over them one by one. Standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 46. Standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 46. Hobnailed work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 43. Standard work boot, number 45 or 46. Wait, which is it? You don't know. It's a miracle you can tell the prints apart as it is. The cold must have preserved them. Count more. Another standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 44. An aberration, light as air, even pace, same make of boot, but number 41. Male or female. Impossible to tell. Could also have been an adolescent. The gait isn't undeveloped. I'm pretty good at this, ain't I? You're not bad. It's as if the whole world darkens, everything else has a thin film of unimportance on it. The tracks burn in the middle of it, in a strange, beautiful way. Count the rest of them. Number 7, glowing outline of a standard work boot, number 46, but the imprints are twice as deep as the others. The weight exceeds 200 kilograms. And the final one, yet another standard work boot, number 44. There's an aberration in the pattern of the sole, however. The right sole is smoother, more worn. How many? The lieutenant has been tracking your eyes' movement. There's been 8 of them. That's pretty often. I counted 20. The same guys are going back and forth. Way off. Oh, way. Let's rub it in. He takes his glasses off and cleans them. This is not a man easily toyed with. I never got the hang of it, hyperopia. He points to his glasses. Do you see anything out of the ordinary? Point at the light step, number 41 shoe. The heavy one, an aberration, one sole smoother than the other. How old do you think these tracks are? I'll point out this one. One sole is smoother than the other. Interesting. Let's name it the odd sole. Do you have any ideas, Lieutenant? Someone operating a workbench with a pedal, like a joiner at the harbor. He thinks about it a second, or maybe a drummer. A drummer? That's stupid, so one of the people we're looking for is a drummer. No, that's dumb. Drummers only use their right foot for the kick drum. He explains and stops and looks at the hole in the mud. You're right, it's stupid. Perhaps it could be a driver. A driver would wear out the right shoe before the left. The accelerator is on the right. That's not bad. Not thoughtfully. I was actually thinking the exact same thing. Interesting. If only I had come up with that idea. Let's nod. We should keep our eyes open around the traffic jam. See whether anyone strikes out as a potential subject. Seems prudent, no? Yes, prudent. I'm not sure. We don't want to attract too much attention. Yeah. You're right. Let's keep a low profile. The lieutenant writes something down in his notebook that reverts to the tracks in the mud. Alright, let's point out the 200 kilogram imprint. 200? He thinks for a moment. Could it be that the combined weight of 2 people, one carrying the other who's tied up? Let's say a heavily built worker carrying a similarly built, soon-to-be dead man. He might be right. 200 kilograms of living weight is unlikely. One of them was carrying him over. Maybe it was a giant. It could have been an extremely obese person. Yeah, I doubt that. One of them was carrying him over. Possibly, yes. The lieutenant marks something down in his notebook. Alright, the final one is number 41, shoe. A woman or child? Could be a child. Okay, how do you know? He knows it's hard to discern sex from a person's gait. I don't, I just do. I'm just saying random things while looking at holes in the mud. I have no idea where any of this is coming from. I just do. I don't. I don't. Understood. Anything else? How old do you think these tracks are? A week maybe? 7 days would fit the time frame provided to us by the caller who reported the hanging. I need some water. Alright, it's not impossible. How do you know? I pulled last week's forecast for coastal Revachol. 7 days below freezing. The day before the day of his hanging was the last warm day. Correct again. The sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good state. The commotion here could have taken place a week ago. What do you think happened here? We've been through all of it. No, I'll ask, what do you think happened here? What I think? A mob of people brought something heavy to the tree. One of them was carrying the victim. They shuffled around, especially under the tree. Alright. Then after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle facing his direction. At first glance, this appears to be a lynching. Indeed, they all stood in a row here and looked at the tree. Well, we've been through all of it. Let's leave. And with that, I think I'm going to end this episode. That was a pretty good start, I have to say. That child better fucking knock it off. Stop fucking throwing rocks at my dead body. But yeah, I think that's long enough for this episode. In the next one, we'll go ahead and take a look at that fella over there in the tree. And maybe get that kid to knock it off. Thank you for watching, and hopefully this will be an enjoyable series. I've heard that this game can be pretty long. Like 60 hours if you're at a nice normal pace, and upwards to 90 if you take a fucking long ass time. And I don't plan to take a long ass time, so we'll see. But yeah, then thanks again for watching. You know who I've been, and I'll see you in the next video.